What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Rustoria Base Invaders. Today we got EU and today we got six mans. My name is Llama77. Today I'm joined in the casting booth by the one and only Raynbirds. How are you doing today?
Yo, wow, you're making me feel special. The one and only, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pleasure to be here. Been a while, but yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yep. Yeah, been a little bit of a while, and obviously glad to have you back. It's glad to have you back on the desk, and we're gonna have a nice little event. We've obviously had, they've had 45 minutes of building, a little bit updated building times, give them a little bit extra time to build up their base. Now we're into the attack phase. We'll have 30 minutes of that, and then finally end it off with an hour and a half of rating what everybody wants to see. Obviously, take a look at the map. Looks like we got a lot of our teams out here spread out. Looks like obviously some clumps going on. Some teams just gonna get some early action, looking to see what they can find. But unless we will have a lot of those teams here today, obviously it's gonna be six man. So yeah, in the attack phase already. There is a fight happening down here. It looks like a couple of teams fighting on over it. It looks like LAN. Yeah, LAN looks the one team. Can't see. Oh, Lika. Lika's on the other side. Okay, I can read. I promise.
Have you ever been to a LAN tournament?
I have actually once.
Oh yeah? What one? For commentating or playing?
I actually played in one. Yeah,
What? What for?
for Apex Legends.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh, we don't talk about other games here. Oh god.
No, 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 no. Nobody plays other games other than Rust. That's impossible.
Yeah, Rust is love. Rust
Yeah,
is life, dude.
literally, it's a full-time job. Like, unless we've already got some teams that are on the scoreboard here. Looks like top 10 kind of starting to work itself out. Only 10 minutes into the attack phase, though. A lot of time left for these teams, and the next patrol helicopter is coming on inbound, which will once that is taken down, drop five crates that are worth 3 points each. And those take a little bit of time to expire. They do have a fire that kind of burns on them for a little bit of time, but after that is out, if you go up and claim those crates, you can earn yourself some nice points. And this is honestly the new hard point that we have introduced here. Updated kind of scoring for this one. You get 2 points for every 30 seconds you are in this one. If there is another team that is also in this one, then obviously nobody earns any points. You have to eliminate the other team that is in it. Added a little bit more cover, more building so that there's not just roof camping to take these players out. But it's going to be an interesting kind of event that's happening all throughout the day today. You will have to watch that. You get yourself some points from it. It really can make a difference.
It's quite interesting to see, most people always build launch and second set mill tons, but it looks like, there's a few bases that have built around hardpoint. I wonder if this is, people are going to think,
Yeah.
new meta for points, just control this area, not have to waste much boom, hopefully don't waste many kits, and just, rack up some 3 points here.
Yeah, that really could be a strategy. And you mentioned it, it's a lot of points. That if you were to hold this for the entire time, you would most definitely win. And you want to be close to it. You don't want to have to walk if you do get reset, if you do lose those kits, that you want your base to be pretty much right there. So I think it will be interesting to see that, how these teams play around it, how these teams will gain these points. And, if that makes them a little bit more vulnerable because they do have players that might not be at their base, might be over at the hard point. Looks like we're at BG right now. They holding down the hard point means they're getting some points every couple 30 seconds. It looks like Pobita on the attack, though. Not actually in the hard point yet. You can see the kind of positioning here from this Red BG team. They're kind of on the outside, and they're, making sure that they have this point defense kind of around the hard point so that, you know, if another team gets in the hard point, obviously they're going to stop earning points. So they're doing everything they can to stop that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. It looks like, this is really going to be the strat during
Yeah.
attack phase. You can't do anything apart from PvP. So realistically, to
Yeah.
get the most points apart from, doing Heli, which just got taken down, and doing Brad, this is where it's at. You know, look at RipBG number one spot, 47 points already, absolutely steaming ahead.
Yeah, they are looking good. That is for sure. Like you said, it'll probably be this new meta because, like you said, there's nothing else to do in the attack phase. You can't really build anything extra out. You can't really, go out to raid any bases. So why not go for that hard point, get yourself some extra points? And, talking about extra points, the team that once again sits atop the top of the leaderboard at the end of the attack phase will get themselves an extra 10 points. So although that isn't a huge difference, it can be something that we've seen in the past that can maybe alter the leaderboard, maybe change the leaderboard at the end and can possibly get you a win. We got Days. They took down the helicopter. Now kind of pushing out towards it, seeing what they can get done with it. Obviously, 3 points per crate. Obviously, they're gonna light on fire for a little bit of time. We'll explore a little bit more. Some base clumps that are a little bit away from this hard point. They are already got some trench walls up. Already got some placements out to try and get them forward. Some nice base designs, honestly. I like most of them.
Yeah, it looks like days are kind of uncontested for this though.
Yeah.
Looks like Chubby's already built. They built wrong. If you look at all the large furnaces, they decided to what move halfway through or something.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's just a design. It's just a exterior, you know,
Yeah,
a half circle
interesting.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, look, it looks like minions have caustic on their base actually.
Yeah.
Ah, that's probably why they're not putting heli. Again, more furnaces outside compound. Looks like something weird happened here.
Yeah. That
I,
is
I
weird.
don't
They do
really
have a
know what
couple of
happened, but
furnaces.
yeah, it looks like minions are a bit screwed at the moment. You know, caustic all over the base. I was wondering why they weren't pushing heli. So it looks like what Daze is probably going to get free heli. Minions probably as soon as this attack phase goes out, are probably maybe they'll get boomed straight away. Caustic are going to probably get a few points here just from some kills and get some free kits, eh?
Yeah, I would have to think so. And honestly, their compound wall is really really tight against their base. I don't even know if they have space for those furnaces inside the walls.
Hmm. Weird.
Unless they're going to be a target, like you said. Like, I mean, Caustic is putting so much pressure on them right now that once that raid phase, like you said, does start, they could be their first target. They could be possibly the first team facing some boom.
Oh, we got Sniff pushing out here. Oh, oh.
Ooh. Caustic trying to take this fight, swinging
Ooh.
around the corner. Ooh, immediately taking down minions, taking advantage of that. Gonna trade one player
Ooh.
out. Finally, getting the angles to take down the second.
First
Caustic, they're
down
gonna,
though.
yeah,
Has he got a med kit?
that's true.
Oh no. Oh no. Will Ferrari get up?
Get out.
Oh, he doesn't know he's downed him.
Stop sleeping.
What? No way. He hasn't seen him. Oh, Ferrari's dead. No way. M6 is still hiding. No way. Ugh,
He's dodging.
this is tense. No
Oh,
way. No.
no way. The wall to repair it. Trying to save his teammate. Looking the wrong way. Oh, minions. Clean it up. Clean up some of this pressure that was up on their base. And kind of a tense moment for them, I'm not gonna lie. Spent like 3 minutes clearing out that one area. It's like we'll go a little bit up north here. Check out what's going on up here in the desert. Um, Interesting.
Two scrappies
Yeah.
and a mini. Okay. Okay. Let's see what if they do something juicy later. Oh my god, two two scrappies and two minis. What are Team Baguette doing? Maybe they have loads of baguettes and this is how they sell them, hey?
Yeah.
Sorry,
They're
I'll see myself out.
they're just role playing as like an airport or something. I don't know. Yeah,
Hmm.
nonetheless, they'll have the transportation at least. They'll be
Yeah,
getting
interesting. I
around.
mean, like backwards walls, one armored there. Like they spent, I don't know. This is a peculiar base, but I mean, if you look at, the shape and everything, the design looks okay, maybe a tiny bit small compared to the rest, just since it's 6 mans, you'd expect something like this in a
Mhm.
4 mans. But I wonder what they're doing, they're not too, they're not near Milton's, not near launch, so I guess they'll be out of it a little bit. Oh my god, I thought he
Uh-huh.
was gonna crash that then.
That is the question we always have to ask ourselves about Rust players is, what are they doing? What is going through their mind right now? We can't find an answer. We'll never
Yeah.
find an answer.
So we got to see RNC and RNC are always, very high up the leaderboard. They're currently
Yeah.
what, 4th place. This is probably going to be a good area to watch.
Yeah, this will be good. And see, like you said, they've been consistent over the weeks, over the months that they've played, seeming to show up pretty much every single event, landing themselves a pretty decent placement. So, targeting a team out first, obviously, I mean, you can see the difference on the leaderboard, though. Rip G, again, I don't know if they've been controlling the hard point up until now, but it really does seem like it. And it really seems like, I mean, it's just pushed them over the top. I mean, up 20 points right now, extra 10 if you hold this for another 10 minutes. And going into the raid phase with probably a 30 to 40 point lead is pretty huge. Go take a look at the hard point. It looks like, yeah, they're still here. So they're still earning points again. 2 points every 30 seconds for this team. It looks like, yeah, again, just two players on it, not committing all six. And that's enough. Keeping two on it, keeping two there to defend it. And they're doing a really good job of it. Couple other teams around. Like you said, a couple teams kind of building near this hard point to try and maybe secure it early on. But RipG definitely the ones that got there first and been able to hold it down. Now three players in the area.
We're seeing Baby Shark coming again with the fucking transportation here. They're probably just funneling loot in and out from all the kills. Oh, he's hit him. Not enough, though. Not enough. I wonder what OAD are doing, like, look at the out again, what is
True.
this outside furnace meta going on here?
Non-protected furnace meta. I love it. Okay, we'll go away from the hard point for a little bit here. Go up to the top right, which looks like an isolated base, kind of on their lonesome. So hopefully they have some transportation tools, but they are fully built up. It looks like they also once again going with the outside the base furnace meta.
Yeah, for sure. It looks I'm guessing there's probably something to do with the footprint that might have been like a slight bug
Right.
or something because we're seeing a bit too many. This is an interesting base here. Look at these. I, I don't even know what to say about this.
It's something.
Hmm.
The fun new artistic design, I'd say.
For sure. It looks like Kostic might be one to keep an eye on. They've been around a few bases
Mhm.
now. It looks like they're just sniffing out a few of the potentially weaker bases to maybe get some early raids. 'Cause
Yeah,
realistically, if you look at where those double doors are, smash that, so much of the top shooting floor is going to fall. But man,
true.
this will be an interesting base to see. I wonder if it's Avon inside or just very obvious where TC is. It looks like Kostic are being very aggressive, pushing multiple teams.
Ooh. Yeah, they're putting pressure on multiple different teams, and I kind of like that. Putting pressure on a team during the attack phase just slows them down all the more. And that shooting floor, actually, Caustic finds one actually of those players up on that high ground, walks away with a kill, and walking to the base, like you said, just scouting out, looking for the easiest target for them when that raid phase does start. Looking for it now. He's just going through the base. A couple Caustic members,
Oh,
and they're
he's going
in.
inside something. Yeah, this is M6A2. This is the same dude that got downed, right? That we were hoping would get up for a little while. So let's see if luck's on his side this time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, there's so many doors open.
Oh yeah. It's a PSA we give every time. Don't leave your doors open, please. Ever.
Oh, look at this
Unless
amazing camera work by Ian here. Oh,
oh man. What a snipe. Yeah. Two for the price of one, two birds with one stone, and still going in this base. Like, I don't know how they got in, but now that they
Oh,
are in, they are just causing havoc in here.
that's a twig door there as well.
Oh, there you go.
Man, look, I don't like to talk about people's bases, but what is this? Is this unfinished or is this like how it's meant to be? I am slightly confused here. But up top as well, there's nothing hidden there, so it eliminates TC potentially being there, so it's just shooting floor. So I think they've wasted a lot of mats here. They should have sealed in a lot more. They could have been more protective here. Because if there was a few hidden spots up top, a group raiding this could be like, oh, it's TC up top. You
Right.
never know, right? But this looks like an interesting base to say the least.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Um, Another member of Caustic gonna slide themselves on in. Two of them now going to be in this one. Like you said, it could be up in that top. I would hope not, because like you said, it is only supported by very few supports there. Oh, nice little
Ah,
heli.
the team we were talking about earlier, RNC. It looks like they're taking Hilly at the top of the map. This is interesting. It's an interesting play. Will they have anyone push them? Another Caustic member here. It looks like Caustic are
Wow.
just spreading themselves all over the map, trying to get as much information and points as possible. They're not on the top 10 yet, though.
Yeah. I love that information though. Gain towards your team, and hopefully they can retake some of those points. Like you said, not in the top 10 right now. Actually, just on the edge. It looks like they're at 10. So hopefully they need to get, that information needs to be converted in towards some TCs, because
Ooh.
oh, playing on the hill, actually 2 custom members. So yeah, just putting their resources towards things, and I think they noticed that they're down a little bit on the leaderboard, want to jump back up. RNC though, this could be big for them as well. If they get this, it would possibly put them in second place behind obviously the team that has been holding the hard point for most, if not all, of the attack phase. Plastic though now, they're placing some walls. Possibly only one member of RNC still here. Tires on those crates though means they won't be able to claim them just yet. Believe they've got a horse in the middle of the battlefield. Now it's going to be Caustic pushing a little bit forward. We're on the edge of this cliffside here for both players. Caustic, once again, they have two. RNC only has one here.
Damn, they're
Big
just
Caustic.
placing multiple walls. Caustic need to be tactical here. Even though it's
Yeah.
2v1, they've got heli. They just need to
Yeah.
hold. It's Wizard here that needs to push.
Yeah. Exactly. It is Wizard that is at the disadvantage. It is Wizard that needs to make a play here. Caustic done a good job of just bunkering up, making sure they put some walls around this helicopter.
Yeah, it looks like Caustic lost one already. So 1v1
Yeah.
now. Dumpy just needs to play smart. Just needs to hold. It looks like
Yeah.
the other guy that died has a bag close. You see him running back now. But I don't think he's got a kit. He's probably running back naked, right?
Hmm. That would make the most sense, but obviously, can still
Oh
do a
my
lot of
god.
work. Wizard.
Terrible. Terrible by Caustic, man. They just needed to hold.
A wizard with the shots, and that's going to be huge for RNC. I mean, you could see the player kind of pausing, like you said, not having a kit, not able to fight this wizard player. It looks like RNC is actually possibly going to be the one to claim this helicopter. Obviously, there is some time still on those crates, but they are going to be expiring very, very soon. And RNC, we talked about this. This is something they really, really needed. And, a team that, has been showing up very consistently, but hasn't had maybe a first place in a while. This is a good start to their day. Fire still in the crates here.
A good start to the day. It's 4 p.m. over here in the UK. Still morning for you guys, isn't it?
Yep. It is 11:12 a.m. for me. Good and bottom right, though. Check another clump of bases. Some trench warfare going on. Looks like some bases to be raided here. Obviously, 3 minutes until we will get in towards that raiding phase. 90 minutes, an hour and a half will be up for these teams. You'll lose your TC, you are out. 40 points for each TC. And you can see RNC, they were actually the ones, there you go, claiming that helicopter. RNC now in second place. Rip G, though, you got to give it to him. I think they have definitely figured out that that hard point is such an important tool. And they're already over 100 points. They're most likely going to get that extra 10 points as well. So we'll see how this continues. But if they can, put up some points in this raid phase, they are going to be a serious contender. Looking from the top of the roof now.
Yeah, it's interesting that Malaya only have, they've got a nice chunky base. A few things not filled in properly though. It looks like a bit, slightly weird honeycombing there and stuff. And I don't know really what's happening with the compound again. But they've got no
Uh,
roof, just one shooting floor.
yeah,
It looks
I
like
don't
PvE
know.
bots are looking to push up here. Maybe they're, 1 minute 10 left. So they're probably pushing up with some rockets here. A lot of teams are probably debating about going to, raid some other teams now. I wonder what RIP PG
Mhm.
are going to do, if they're going to hold hard point, if they're going to go for a few raids. We've got some huge names in RIP PG. We've got Trowsy in that team. We've got Albin in that team. So I can't imagine them not pushing for raids. But yeah, here we have Death here from PvE bots, setting up some beds and stuff.
Ooh,
It looks like we're going to see a juicy raid here. Les base is pretty chunky, but just one
yeah,
shooting floor might be tough. Might be
it's
tough for
pretty
them to defend here.
chunky, but I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way.
Mm.
Unless we'll see, we'll hop on over here. Looks like Caustic once again, they're out and roaming here. Ganja Man going to be the target, and this is obviously the base we were talking about a little bit before. Not a lot of support on the top. We don't know what the inside looks like, and possibly Caustic knows more than us because it seems like they've been on the inside.
It looks like M6A2. Like, has he moved in the past 10 minutes off this base? Probably not, right? Probably not.
Probably not a little bit. They did close the doors. Hardpoint is actually no longer active. So no longer active in this raid phase. Rip G, again, they are going to get that extra 10 points. We are into raid phase. Now you can lose your TC. We're going to start to see those raids coming through. And Rip G, it is all on them now. Up 60, no, not 60, 40, 50 points here.
Damn, that's a lot of C4. So I wonder if they accidentally upgraded this to armored, or if it's specifically armored because TC is going to be there and they're actually blowing through. Oh, wrong place C4 there on the Foundy. Let's
Yeah.
see. It's just going to boom straight to the middle. I wonder what it looks like on the inside. What do you reckon? Is it some sort of advent inside, or just jump ups, jump downs? It looks like this was accidentally armored, and they've just wasted a lot of boom on it.
Or it was all a mind game, saying, we upgraded. Oh, it's definitely behind here, but just have them waste some boom. It is going to be boys that are going to be eliminate LAN. That is going to be the first team to fall out of this one. Boys, I didn't really see them much in that early attack phase, so good to get themselves some early points. Yeah, looks like they're shooting towards RNC, who also wants a piece of this base. Has kind of noticed that this one is slightly an easier target. It is going to be Emle, going to be eliminated by PvE bots here.
Oh, that was the chunky boy, chunky.
Yep.
Well, so-called chunky one we were talking about a minute ago. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Yep. Unfortunately, the chunky will not hold up. This time RNC, though, again, RNC right now sitting in third place. PvE bots had a pretty good attack phase and jumping themselves up to second with that raid right behind Rip BG. So now it's going to be Caustic. Again, this is not their base, but still taking angles, taking some beautiful shots. And they got one down to about 50 HP. Joker going to be running through those furnaces and eventually cut down. 3 teams. Okay. Newbies as well. And the
Yeah.
team that's defending, of course.
At least the newbies haven't bought their full team though. Just half of their team, but they took a scrappy here. So it looks like Ganja Man may actually be saved here just based on the amount of teams that are here trying to counter. Although, who's that? Who's that building beds
Um,
on the left side? We got some base on the some beds in the road there. I wonder what teams built them. They've got boxes set up as well. So it looks like it's around where RNC were, but RNC aren't really pushing this anymore. Oh my god, every single team is here booming. You've got newbies booming from the left as well. Wow, it looks like it's just gonna be first team to find TC. Hey,
yeah, gonna
it's
be a
quite
race.
surprising. Newbies aren't really pushing that much though. If another team comes in, they can easily just steal TC here.
Oh,
Oh, Caustic was out.
that's not good. Caustic was
Looks like they had
went
yeah, they had
full
way
into
too
this
many
base.
players not at base.
Oh no. Caustic eliminate. I mean, that's what we have to assume. I mean, you can see how many red circles are going on around the map, and they were so focused on getting that raid that they had nobody back. And it is just a free raid from Big Kahuna. They will take it out. Also, Ganja Man, speak of that, newbies, they don't
Oh,
need a full team there. They're going to be able to find the TC without a full team.
looks like the strat was, yeah, just to fucking ascend it from the side.
Oh, man. Oh,
So it looks
right
like
in that
2C was
corner.
there, yeah. Okay, so it looks like
That's
right at the start, right when one of the teams started booming from the side of the C4 against that armored wall, it was just a randomly armored wall. So maybe new meta, armor a random wall and see if people think that's there, but TC is not actually there, hey? Wow, we've
yeah.
seen a few teams go out already. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Here we have RibBG as well, a first place due to Hardpoint. It looks like PvE bots are catching up to them though. But like I said, some big names here. Let's see if any rating goes down. You can see there's some beds down there already, so it looks like probably RibBG already tried to get Rugang and it
Yeah.
looks like they lost. So it looks like Rugang are just reclaiming everything now.
Yeah, it really does look that like that. Raid platform was there as well. A couple of red circles going on around the map. 5 minutes out of the raid phase, we've already lost a couple of our teams, and it is important to note that make sure to have someone back at your base because if you don't, a team can raid it, can get it through very quickly. But nonetheless, a very tight leaderboard. Nonetheless, RipBG still sitting at first because of those hard point points they earned in that attack phase. But PvE bots, RNC, all sitting very close to them. Like a raid will go through here. Pobita on the defense, but they do have some walls they're placing out, trying to push forward and reclaim some of their own land. This side, it looks like OAD. I thought it said dad, but it's not. Dad? Is that you? Unless rockets will fly out here, Pobita. Got a, I would say a very beefy base. Pretty
Yeah,
big.
this is a chunker boy, it just goes to show, how much difference, just having a
Yeah.
roof can do. But if you look at Pobeda, they have one person on the base. Most of them already pushed out. I feel confident
Mhm.
that they'll probably defend this.
Yeah.
Oh, Baguette, did they use one of their 20 million scrappies to get here? They're pummeling this base. Who is it? Oh, it's newbies. It looks like newbies are
Wow.
probably on the back foot here because, they were raiding earlier. Look at these launchers go in. Baguette go into town. Rocket after rocket. Looks like, this is a typical Avant style base.
Yep.
It's just kind of luck now if they find the TC here or not, hey?
Yeah, pretty much luck for them. Newbies, though, you can see those names start to pop up as they try and kind of teleport back. You can see kind of off in the distance, RNC kind of in the area. Don't know if they are raiding as well or if they're just maybe in a base. Nonetheless, though, Baguette, they are just, like you said, just rocket after rocket after rocket. But they, when you have your rockets out, take some time to pull out your gun, and two of the Baguette members will fall. All of a sudden, their attack is stunted here. Some rockets, though, going to continue. It looks like not on this outer facing wall, but they're not done yet. Towards the
Oh,
side.
looks like we've got Nikita pushing out. I wonder if
Yeah.
RNC just down the hill are going to join in. Oh, looks like
Wow.
drop goes down. Nikita doing a good job here. If he kills one more, this is pretty much over for Baguette. I wonder how they probably bought so much boom as well. Newbies will just get loads of boom from this. I wonder if Baguette are going to full commit to this.
Yeah, I mean they do have a lot of those transportation tools like we talk about. So the ability to get back is definitely there.
Ooh, Nikita goes
You gotta
down. Looks like Baguette are going to, yeah,
yeah.
claim control of this again.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a leech here.
Huh?
Haven't seen this team much. What's he gonna do? Probably just run. I wonder if he'll come back in a minute. Oh, Baguette going.
Newbies.
More people from Baguette going down. Oh, it looks like Baguette might not have this anymore.
Yeah. This is looking rough. Newbie's doing a good job of just holding down their interior wall and not letting them get inside. They do take a little bit of damage towards that, outer facing wall, but at least they did not find the TC. That's the most important thing. And Newbie's
Mm.
they're going to go out to clear out these final members. The 3 players, a shooting squad, will walk out and clear the rest of them. Take a look over at RNC actually. PvE bots, by the way, with their PvE points have PvP points have retaken first place, by the way. So RibBG falling a little bit down on the leaderboard, but definitely still in it nonetheless. RNC just chilling on the roof. Possibly a raid going on for Turks defending, it looks like. A little bit of
Oh,
wall mess
it looks like
outside.
Dotham from Taxufers, trying to rocket towards their beds. Maybe this could be a
Yeah.
big play. Get taking out those beds. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, beautiful.
God, I'm such a good commentator. I pretty much called it, eh?
Yeah, you did. Taking out those beds is a really, really strong tool. You don't let them respawn. Takes some time to get reset. And Turks, that's a good start to a good defense here.
For sure. You're seeing RNC, like a lot of them coming out of their base now, pushing
Yeah,
up, getting walls. I wonder if they're gonna try and get some kills here, or if they're bringing their own boom as well, just to get Turks eliminated.
that is very true. And they won't have to necessarily build a raiding platform because their base is right next to this one. Those beds will be available for them inside the base with a little bit more cover. Unless rockets continue here. Turks still trying to shoot from the roof. Again, they do have to kind of defend from multiple fronts here as they're losing a
Oh,
couple of players that were defending that
where's that rocket
inside
going?
wall.
I wonder what the plan is now. It looks like nobody's laddering in. They're not breaching compound. Oh my god, that rocket go. So a reminder as well, rocket PvP
Yeah,
damage is lowered a lot, so
reduced.
you will not see that much rocket PvP here. HVs are also not available. Yeah, I wonder what the strat is. They're just gonna pummel through the side of the base, so they're just gonna keep pummeling until they see a hole. Are they gonna breach compound soon?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Turks, it looks like they have sent some players to clear this out though. So Turks heavily focusing right now on the Bastard defense. And Turks, they're gonna connect. Getting one player at least, possibly able to res that second player that they have down. And like you talked about, destroying those beds. I mean, they're gonna have to walk a long distance to try and get back towards this raid.
Yeah, I wonder if they've got bags anywhere close or not. Hey, I wonder. But RNC are pushing out very heavily now, very very heavily. We can still see the platform from the old raid, but I wonder if they're going to put beds there. I feel like it's not needed, right? Because it's too close. But yeah, RNC pummeling from the other side. And Turks are probably like giving off a sigh of relief, like, oh yeah, cool, we just defended that raid, and here we go again from the other side of the base. I wonder where their TC is.
That's true. I assume it is some sort of advent calendar. Big Kahuna is going to be eliminated by PvE bots who were already in first place, who are going to extend their lead even further. Big Kahuna, I believe, was the team that took out newbies earlier when they were away. Caustic, yeah, Caustic. So, getting rated themselves. PvE bots doing a good job. A lot of TCs in their belt so far. Almost hitting that 200th point threshold already, and we're only 12 minutes in towards this raid phase. Still a lot of time to go. Obviously, still got to stay consistent with it. And if you lose your TC at any point, obviously those points mean nothing. Lots of red circles on the map. Lots of raids going on here. Reapers going to try and defend this one. It looks like boys, they have some nice walls set up to try and run through, get themselves closer towards the base. Outer compound has not been breached. Looks like they've just been throwing some rockets down, maybe seeing if they can find a hole in this one, taking care of some of that cover on the top shooting platform, some of that chipped roof, anti-tortilla chips.
Yeah, we're starting to see, top few teams really pull away here. I mean, look, first place 199 points, right? And ninth place was 67. It's going to be looking like, top five, maybe top six are just going to slowly drag out this lead and it's going to be juicy.
Yeah, gonna be really juicy, and they want to do that. They want to stay consistent. Obviously, we'll talk about it as we get a little bit later into the raid phase. But the higher you get on this leaderboard, the bigger a target you have on your back. And for some of the teams that might be RipBG, RNC, if you're at, if you're down 50 some points and you're maybe 15, 30 minutes left, maybe the idea is to just go for PvP bots. Maybe the idea is to go for that #1 team. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that short technical pause. We are here and we are back once again with Rustoria Base Invaders EU. 6-mans here today. We missed some raid action and we missed PvE bots going crazy once again. Llama77 joined with Raynbirds here in the casting desk. PvE looks like they took another TC while we were away, so they are up now 80 points, a little bit more than last time. A team fight going on though right now. Right now, it looks like some walls built. A lot of things going on. Lico, one of the teams in the area, getting shot at. Trying to dip, dodge, dive, and put some builds up, put some bags up so they can get a respawn opportunity there.
Man, that is a solid film, isn't it? Dodgeball. Fantastic reference.
Yeah.
So it looks like, we're seeing Leech like just in the corner of pretty much every single fight here. We're not really seeing, they haven't really committed to any raids. They haven't really been raided themselves. It looks like they're just, trying to get a few points by, getting a few kills here and there. They're currently 19th place with only 43 points. So I feel like they need to commit to a few things here. Otherwise, they're not even going to be in the top 10 towards the end.
Yeah, that's definitely a must for them. They need to commit towards a raid. They really need to complete a couple of them, more than one, and get some PE points along with that. I mean, it's okay maybe sending 1 or 2 of your players out, but like you said, we've kind of seen them kind of split up throughout this event and just kind of focusing on more PvP points, which can only really get you so far. Another raid going on here. Looks like it is going to be newbies this time. Going into the base of Baguette.
Man, looks like Baguette still have both of their scrappies here, eh? But not the minis. Oh, wait, no, there's one. Oh, no, still all the minis. So they held the scrappies and minis for no apparent reason, I guess, unless it's, they're trying to get some sort of second compound here. But it looks like, a lot of their beds are on show here. It looks like their base is getting pretty pummeled, hey?
Getting pummeled with those rockets, and with those beds being shown, you talked about it a little bit earlier, but you destroy those beds, you destroy a respawn opportunity, and they are going to be targeted pretty early on here. Some rockets also going to take out some of that shooting floor to block out some of that protection. The roof is still heavily protected though as well. They do have some beds, some crates, and some turrets to help them out. They can get done. Baguette now sending a player out to flank here. He drops. Newbies do know that they are here. Kind of swinging around the corner there. A trade will go the way of newbies.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, Nikita didn't even take any damage there at all. We're seeing a few nice plays from Nikita here.
Nikita, one of those players that has, been here for a while, played in these events for a while, and, their team, although they usually change team names and make it confusing for us, usually very, very consistent. Showing that once again. I mean, top 10 right now and looking for a possible raid that, because the top 10 is so close under that top 2, if they secure this raid, that's going to be possibly top 2, top 3 scenario for them.
For sure, yeah. It looks like Baguette, they just have so much boom getting pummeled in right now. Like, look at how much of the compound. They didn't need more compound opened up, but Look how much of it is opened up here. They just get free reign to shoot rockets wherever they want, you know.
Yep.
Newbie's just absolutely pummeling Baguette. Oh, we've got Ravage player here in the corner, though. Oh, it looks like RNC are coming in as well.
Yeah, RNC, they're looking to clean this up.
Oh,
RNC, they were a
yeah.
little bit more active in the attack phase. They're going to build up themselves a little raid platform, beds included in that. They've dropped down to fourth, but if they get this raid, once again, any one of those teams that are in the top 10, if they get a successful raid off, putting themselves right back into this one with the work newbies have already put in, I mean, they could be happy to go in and sweep that one up, sweeping up a kill along with it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I wonder if RNC are going to look to push newbies more, but look to clear them, or look to push the base more. But we're seeing, Wizard here earlier, showed us his PvP skills, taking on that 2v1 earlier, the attack heli. Let's see if they can clean up here as well.
With the question, see what they can get done. It looks like newbies starting to dwindle in players. They do have some beds. I'm wondering how many kits and total boom they do have as RNC. They're going to start lighting up towards a different facing side of the base. Honestly, I mean, if you're this team, maybe both those walls are not where you put the TC, because they are kind of facing out towards where other teams may come from. But RNC doing a good job just cleaning up their opponents, got some bags down, able to get some nice, decent angles, and you're going to start with their rockets here. Reading that mid floor. On the bottom floor for Baguette. Got two ways to look here for them to try and defend towards. Right now, newbies a little bit low on HP bars around, but they are trying to get it done. Newbies, though, taking some damage. Once again, these flank angles from both Baguette and RNC. A trade comes out here. Has to build the wall after getting that kill. So some kills on both sides, actually, as this is really, really helpful for Baguette. If anything, this helps them, the two teams outside of them, fighting each other instead of maybe, just putting rockets down, just raiding at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like newbies have really slowed down, though. Like, if they just
Yeah.
pummeled a few more rockets, like, they could find TC here, but it looks like they're just going to focus completely on PvP and trying to get control.
Yeah, that's I think really what they want is just, they want to solely raid. They don't want to give any chance that this one is stolen. Oh, Baguette behind the lines here. Looking, hide him behind a tree here. Possible. I mean, you could take out so many players here. The communication has to be key. Don't know if they actually have a gun. Oh, just
Yeah.
look in there on crates. Steal a
Have they
kit from
locked?
them.
They've locked boxes. Smart, smart, smart. But he could just use his rock to try and break something.
Yeah.
Or is he just going to try and find a kit?
Okay.
Surely Mahmoud sees him.
Surely.
Yeah.
Um,
No way. He's going to let him naked roam. Oh.
yeah, just taking some shots, trying to run through, like you said, trying to find one of those weapons. Could have been a massive flank. Oh,
He just missed the
finds
AK.
bag.
He missed it.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. He found it. He
Found
found
it.
it.
Okay.
What's he going to do? 11 HP? 10 HP bleeding? Has he found meds on the body? Oh.
Still bleeding. Teammate leaving him on a horse.
Ah, he goes down.
Oh, unfortunate. Could have been a
His heart
massive
was
flank.
pumping there, thinking that was going to be the play of his life.
Yep, yep. I was too. I was hyping it up, man. Fortunate. Nonetheless, Baguette still on the defense. RNC still on the offense. Shooting out some rockets, targeting more towards that mid sector, trying to give themselves possibly an entrance into this one, as it looks like it is going to be one of those, again, advent calendar type bases where it could be behind any of these walls. Doing a good job of just starting to clear those out, though.
Do we see a TC here, though? That is the question.
Ooh.
Okay, let's
Newbies.
yeah, we're trying to find out where that C4 is going. Looks like through these sheet doors.
Yep.
Newbies just going straight in. They will just want to claim this TC, but I can't imagine it being down here. Another bed. Oh, another bed.
Yeah, it looks like just some beds there for them. But like we talked about, I mean, they are in here. They are C4ing, and they have a lot of control here. I mean, the top floor is still mostly controlled by Baguette, but that is pretty much all they have in this base. The rest of it seems to be owned by either newbies or, the Rocketeers of RNC, who could really, really use, once again, really use this TC, and they're going to push for it. They're going to push on inside towards this base. We're going to have two different teams. RNC pushing from really the bottom floor, newbies holding kind of the mid floor, and Baguette right now holding the top floor away from their opponents. But it is newbies to kind of start to clear that out. There are some turrets waiting for them up there, some traps along with it, but newbies doing a good job of just clearing out the members of Baguette.
Oh,
Keto on kill
RNC
streak.
looking to take over. Does he have boom on him? Doesn't look like it. Looks like this could still be anyone's raid right now.
Yeah, finally control of the roof will come through from newbies. A really great job for them. Gonna hopefully destroy some of those beds and hopefully destroy some of these doors.
That was
There
a
you
nice
go.
TC placement there, but yeah, whew, fair play. Let's see if they get it after this though, imagine. Yes. G.
Right away, we'll get that one. Like you said, it's a really good place DC, and honestly, that was a really good defense from Baguette, but just could not hold down from the onslaught that was newbies. And for RNC, this one kind of stings. I mean, you spent what, 10 minutes on this raid, you spent some decent boom to kind of get in here, and you spent the most important thing, time. I mean, you're not going to be able to get that back, and you're still going to be down in 5th place.
For sure, for sure. I wonder how much they got for PvP points here as well, though. Did they get many kills or did they, get extra kits or lose some kits here? Who knows? But that was nice for them both to fight over this. But yeah, newbies kind of deserve that right. They were there for a long time.
They did. They definitely did. They put a lot of work into that one. They played it really well, even when RNC was on kind of their side.
Oh damn! Looks like that RNC. Oh my god,
Ooh.
RNC committed too much to this. Looks like Turks are all over their base now. They noticed they were gone for a long time, and let's see what they do.
Yeah,
There's a lot of C4 going off here. We got Bat Joke here. What using the horse for cover?
Gotta use the animals for cover, of course. Pedo won't like that, but the players got to do it.
Yeah, that armor door open there is a terrible move. Like, why is that open?
Maybe it's all psychology.
Yeah, I think one thing we see a lot here, people do Avant style bases, right? Hard to raid from the outside, but if you peek down on the inside there, oh my god, look at his head. Just peeking down from there, you can see, that entire area there. TC isn't there, so they can just miss that entire thing. So that's a big mistake there. Big mistake there from RNC, in my opinion.
Yep, definitely is. Close your doors. PSA once again. Close your doors, please. Unless RNC, it looks like they will get back. The question is, can they defend a nice little angle here from one of the Turks player? Oh, no longer. Nice angle. It falls to the ground. Unless RNC will be able to push back the Turks team. No real cover out in the mid. They also destroyed the raiding platform, so full defense there from RNC. They don't get the successful raid, but they do still survive, and that's the most important thing, is just giving yourself a chance, because if you lose that TC, you get no more chances. You are out.
For sure, for sure. It looks like, we're seeing PvE, but it's being very, very aggressive, which is what you like to see. 267 points here, rating STY. We haven't seen much action from this team at all, I don't think, right?
I think so. But we'll see action now. They're going to C4 down, it looks like, into some doors. That's what I'd love to see.
Yeah, just C4 spam here. Wow.
Yeah. And I wonder, I'd have to guess Raynbirds. What do you think's behind those doors? Do you think it's more doors?
Maybe a couple more doors followed by, guess what? Some more doors. But see, this is the good thing. Like, look, some of the floors are, I'm not sure if they've already been through, but look, most of the floors are filled here. This is what you need to do. This is what stopped it. Whereas if you go to RNC's base, they didn't fill the floor. So if they got raided like this, they would have found TC very, very quickly.
Right. That's exciting. More doors. Oh man, more doors. Whoa. That's crazy.
But yeah, it looks like they even C4'd the boxes there to see if maybe they had boom or extra kits on the boxes. Kind of a smart move, but it just goes to show they probably have a disgusting amount of boom if they can be booming boxes like this.
Yeah. Looks like it looks like this is Stein's base. They're trying to run back home because they have no beds. They have no respawns, it looks like, inside of this base. So looks like they just have to walk back, which is not the best scenario. And it's like you said, they are C4ing this very, very quickly.
Yeah, very interesting. Like, do they not have beds like right in the core? Like, it looks like they've just kind of committed everything to being on their roof, and now it's basically fucked them. Now it's
Yeah,
just a race if they can find TC here. This is the thing about this Advent meta, man. It's tough. You know, you can find TC straight
tough.
away, or it could literally be the very last door that you tried to boom.
Yeah, it
Oh,
100% could. Wow. They went over, they're taking out the raid bed, so STY doing a good job of at least cutting down an attack point here. But, you know, like you said, there is still a lot of boom on the
nope.
team inside, and a lot of boom on that player. Continue the raid though. STY, they're gonna try and go from the bottom up, clear them out. But like you said, if they can't get through this advent calendar, like you know, it's half luck based. That you know every
Oh, looks
door
like
could be
SPY is
blocked.
spawn. Oh, and spawning and dying at the moment, but you know, it looks like if they open this one, they'll find another set of beds, and that's pretty much it for respawns. I can't imagine
Right.
STY having many respawns left. You know, it looks like most things up top have been cleared. You know, they don't really have many beds and stuff. So let's see. But look at all these garage doors open. So many.
Yeah, a
So
lot of them open.
far too many. I wonder if STY like there's just still so many doors. Are they going to start
Mhm.
pummeling through the center? How much boom do they have left? Because at the start, you know, it looked like they were very confident with how much boom they were
Yeah,
throwing. But now it looks like it's really slowed down, and they're either being tactical or you know they've had a few people die, so they need to debate about what to do next.
yeah. They need to debate. They need to save. Obviously, you know this is it is not just this raid that you're gonna have to get successfully completed. That you have to think about. You still have 50 minutes left. If you use all of your boom here or lose it all, it's not gonna be really a good scenario if you go try and raid someone else. But STY, they're doing a good job of just almost fully clearing out these members. I believe only maybe one or two of the opposing team left. Wow, really well defended. That advent calendar holds strong. Their luck is good enough. Over towards another squad. It looks like they might be in a little bit more trouble. Outer compound wall, like pretty much half destroyed, and that outer facing wall of the actual base is taking some damage here. It is Days. They're looking to maybe do some damage right now. Sitting in ninth place, looking for possibly another successful raid. PvE bots, though, we got to talk about it. They have been consistent all throughout this raid phase, through the attack phase, still sitting in first place, leading by about, you know, 30 points right now.
Yeah, for sure. It looks good. I mean, like Days has been, you know, a good contender from the start, you know, from when we saw them take Kelly and things like that.
Right.
But it looks like Rip BG as well going down to sixth place. You know, hard point, they controlled it really well. But maybe, you know,
Yeah.
building the hard point is really good to get early points. But late game, you know, is there not enough PvP action? Have they not really performed well in raids? They're kind of slowly creeping down leaderboard. A team you'd see always, you know, in the top three. The RNC still performing in the top three. But yeah, it looks like Days are performing really well. I mean, look how many, maybe a bit too many walls here. Are absolutely pummeling this base. You know, half the shooting floor absolutely gone.
Maybe too many walls. 10 kill streak there. Darude Sandstorm. Can't even pronounce it right. Boys, though, they're also going to be too big. Eliminated by newbies. Wow. So newbies again, a team that we had to watch out for. Nikita on this squad, one of the players that we've talked about consistently performing well in these events. And yeah, it looks like they just walked in and pickpocketed right from the back pocket of Lika.
Oh, wow. Look
That
where TC was. That is very lucky.
yeah,
That's not the first time you see newbies steal a raid like that as well, right?
yeah.
They just, you know, jump on somewhere else and just pummel it from the side. Wow, looks like you know, they're pretty tactical, not using that much boom, getting loads of TCs. So I wonder if they're going to do anything else like that. You know, newbies now, what, third place?
Yep.
We only have three teams here now with over 200 points, but it looks like, you know, kind of the top six really are really pulling away from the rest.
Yeah, it really does seem that way. And you know, there's still the opportunity for those teams to get some TCs, but you know, as time goes on, those easier bases, they're going to fall out. It's going to be pretty much all veteran teams that you're going to be fighting. Those raids going to take longer, be harder to fight. You know, there's going to be less and less teams to target. So it'll be interesting as time goes on. PvE bots still holding down, like you said, top six though, really running away from it. We need to see those other teams start to step up.
For sure, for sure. Looks like not much of this base is left. Their shooting floor is going to be pretty much completely gone, so we're just going to be seeing ground PvP soon, really. But it looks like, they're trying to blow out a lot of the walls that Days have placed. I don't think they even know where their beds are. They're just trying to get rid of these walls because there's just way too many of them. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they don't even know where it is. But this is, a decent sized enough base. They would have pummeled so many rockets into this. They're just hoping they see it soon.
Yeah, really hoping that. These walls, though, like you said, they provide a lot of protection. They have built, let's say, a lot of them. They might have cut down a couple of forests for this wall build. Nonetheless, they're still just, sending some rockets out from afar. Kind of a relaxed rating right now where they need to go a little bit aggressive soon. Kind of chilling. Again, their wall's getting rocketed. Get some damage out towards that wall, but just does not look like they're pushing. So we will transition on over to what looks like another raid happening up here. Looks like wow. Yeah, newbies are continuing. They want some more blood. They want some more points. And once again, they are looking to steal from RNC.
Wow, yeah, let's see.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
so
yeah, Papeda raiding Bastar. Looks like RNC tried to get steal a raid earlier. Turks turned around and raided RNC. RNC defended, and now it looks like, newbies after getting a TC, they turn around and now are looking to take RNC out. Probably one of the highest ranked teams that newbies have fought. And GG. Probably one of the highest ranked teams that newbies have fought. So let's see how quick it takes newbies to find TC, because so far they're 2 for 2 with finding TC pretty much straight away.
yep, that's very, very true. This time they're going to be the ones to aggress on forward. Newbies, I mean, this is big for them. This could be a big TC take and eliminating one of the top 5 teams in it as well. But not if anything, RNC is going to have to speak up about this one, and it's going to be a rocket. Just narrowly missing there. Obviously, like we talked about, rocket damage greatly reduced in this one. But newbies don't care. Reaper's going to be eliminated there by Boys. So Boys doing a good job continually getting some points. Now they actually are going to jump themselves above newbies, continuing themselves in the conversation. Boys, good job. 40 points towards your name. RNC, though, they are in an awkward position. These two players kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Looks like they'll start to swing out. Try and send some players here. Nikita playing this close angle on a wood wall here. Got some players towards the right side, peeking out a little bit. Wizard did take some damage. It looks like there is some shots also flying in from another side. So, possibly that raid up top is, focusing a little bit more on this one. We do see some of the Turks players respawning
No, it
and
looks like
pushing.
Turks are going to try and get control. I wonder if they've got a lot of C4.
Wow.
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on. I mean, RNT, I feel like this is a tough decision on where to defend. I mean, both sides are starting to collapse. You see the Turk side has taken a little bit more damage, but at the moment, they don't have any pushing power. On the other side, newbies, their side a little bit less damage, but they are throwing in some rockets. If you're RNC here, Ryan, what do you do?
For sure. I just think, they know where TC is, so they just need to put a bit more pressure on one of the teams that is closest to TC, really. But,
Right.
man, their base is getting absolutely pummeled.
Yeah, it is not a good scenario. See what they could do. No outer compound walls on either side to try and defend. A nice little hole is broken on through here. Looks like a honeycomb advent calendar style base. Kind of a double walling there at the outside, kind of no doors on it, just some walls, but we'll see what they can get done. Roof still got some beds, still got some crates, and still got some turrets, so we'll be able to be a nice point of defense, but RNC gonna get sniped out there. RNC continuing to clear out the Turks players. Turks just cannot find a way to get inside. Finding one, though. Reload comes through. Turks Two of those players now looking on the low ground. Yeah, they need to get on the inside. They need to get in towards that kind of inner core of this base. It's a big base. I'm not gonna lie, for RNC. It's defended pretty well so far, but still two teams raiding. That is a lot of pressure, especially in 6-mans. See what they can do. RNC pushing out to defend now. Once again, trading kills. Rockets continuing. Newbies are here once again. They're looking to steal this away from Turks. Not necessarily steal. They've been putting in some work as well into this one, but those beds, those crates on top getting destroyed.
For sure. It looks like most of the defense is kind of towards the side where Turks are, so it would be safe to assume maybe that TC's this side, but it looks like Turks are rocketing from their roof.
Yeah,
Two members of Turks from their roof, so it looks like they feel confident they have enough boom to just keep pummeling.
some roof rocketing. Classic Rust enjoyers. Unless, like you said, they are putting up some defenses towards this side. So it makes me think as well that, you know, it is towards this way. And it'll be interesting to see if newbies can actually get inside. It seems like they're doing the same thing that Turks are doing, that they're just raiding from a long range and not really pushing inside where they could, you know, get some C4 and clear that up from the top to bottom. Rockets continue. Newbies have cut a nice little hole in it. Got some
I'm very
ladders
surprised they
up
haven't
as
found
well.
TC yet, though. They've been getting pummeled for a very long time, hey?
And this will be interesting to see because, again, this is two of our top teams that are trying to do this one. Turks obviously in 8th right now, but the time investment from both these teams is starting to get a little bit large, and you have to think PvE boys, Rue Gang, some of these other teams at the top of the leaderboard, they could possibly be using this time to get PvP points or maybe another raid. So, you know, the longer this takes, the further you're going to slip behind. Rocket's going to stop for just a second here. Kill streaks around the board here. Trade will go out. Beautifully done there. RNC still, you know, their base is up on this high ground. That's really where they have to hold. A lot of their roof peaks taken out.
Yeah, it looks like we have Leech pushing in the corner as well here. I was going to say, it's really slowed down here.
Yeah.
You got, yeah, Leech pushing newbies here. Are they going to try and steal this raid? Again, we're seeing, you know, Leech, we're never seeing a full team commit. You're seeing one or two members every time in pretty much every single fight.
Yeah, looking to maybe tack on to that one. Check on another raid that's going on over here. Looks like Hobita has puts a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Look at that hole inside of a star's base. Almost see through. Nice armor in the core, but still some advent calendar walls are standing there for this team. But the turret's still up top, so not looking horrible. They do have a pretty big hole in their wall, though. Opportunity. If the other squad did want to raid. They're pushing out to try and clear it out, though, it looks like. Alright, back to this RNC raid that's been going on. It looks like RNC, you know, they're doing a really good job. Although, you know, we've talked about they're getting pummeled from both sides. They're doing a really good job. Anytime anyone just tries to get inside that outer compound, they're just making sure that they pay, making sure that they kill. I mean, you can see the bodies are stacked up outside this door. There have been so many members just trying to engage onto this one. RNC doing a good job clearing them out. Once again, trying to swing the corner. It's another. So RNC doing a beautiful job of just defending, doing a really good job of PvPing. A hole though, the newbies have made. Inner honeycomb here. Nikita right now inside the base. Newbies are pushing in. RNC, they've done a good job to hold off Turks. What can they do to hold off newbies here? Nikita and company looking to get something done here. More
Man, if they manage
rockets.
to defend this, they're just going to be rebuilding for the rest. Like
Yeah.
it's safe to say, you know, they're pretty much out of this tournament now, but this is just, you know, nice bit of
Yeah.
PvP for them.
Yeah, the nice thing at least is, if they defend this, they'll get some obviously defense points. You can get up to 40. I think they're gonna get 40 at this point if they if they defend it, if they hold these teams off. But that could be nice. But like you said, so much of their base is destroyed. They'd be under so much pressure throughout the rest of this tournament that it's just gonna be a rough life for them. And for newbies and for Turks, they are chilling at the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more boom go off here and a bit more C4 here. Like, surely TC's here soon. If someone here doesn't have a ladder and falls in that honeycomb, that's actually a GG. Looks like they're just booming. Yeah, just C4 spam straight down, hoping TC is going to be right under it. Looks like it's not, but what's the plan now? You know, there's so much. This is why, like, you know, nowadays I'm thinking when you see so much honeycomb like this, you just see yeah, Advent style. Is it worth trying to foundry wipe a team?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, their foundation definitely exposed. Like, it might be cheaper to do that at this point. Like, for how much boom both these teams have spent. Roof control, though, taken over by newbies, it looks like. The one main thing that RNC had control over, well, they will have control no longer. Some shots traded out here as, they can now take some shots towards, the pushing members of RNC that ran out. They can also take some shots towards Turks. Newbies in full control of this raid, but we've seen them walk into areas where other people had full control of a raid and them just steal it off with 1 or 2 rockets. In the res now, got some ladders still to continue themselves up. Shots here from
Damn.
You're not laddering. Not laddering today. RNC doing a good job of cleaning up these kills, winning the PvP battles. They lose one of them, and now newbies, they're going to swarm 3 players at once, looking for this final player of RNC, swinging around the corner and picking up that kill. Dirk's also helping him out, putting some pressure down nonetheless. It's a bloodbath.
It's not looking like, you know, both teams have that much boom left. They've invested
Right?
so much time, so much boom into this, and so many kits. There's so many body bags on the floor. You can see there's so many, you know, some of them still have kits on and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and you could see at this time, I mean, PvE bots, Rugang, boys, they've all been racking up points while this is happening. Newbies, they were in 2nd. They dropped down to 4th. Turks still sitting in 8th. Both these teams investing so much of their time, and they're starting to run out of it. Minutes, like you said, they're running out of boom now. Turks trying to clear out, just trying to find a way in. RNC doing a good job of PvPing too, maybe stealing some of that boom off the bodies. Unless they'll go in through the bottom this time. Newbies waiting on the other side, actually.
Man, the plan here would have been to foundry wipe. They've just used so much boom going through random locations, and I just don't think they're just not getting anywhere.
Yo, a wall behind a wall? Didn't think about that one. Whoa, another wall! That's crazy. Walls on walls. That's what the base design is about. This one is kind of an advent calendar, but in a different style. It's more of like a maze, more of a honeycomb. But like you said, it probably would have been cheaper at this point to just, foundation wipe.
For
Take out all
sure.
those honeycombs. This is our 2nd place team. Gang.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Oof this time round, but we got Rip BG pushing up here as well. You know, Rip BG, I don't think we've seen them have they done a single successful raid yet? Is that all their points from hard point in
I just
PvP?
think we haven't seen them.
Okay, I've just forgotten about it, yeah. But look how much of it, this is armored here as well, some of it.
Yeah, they have done a good job of building up their base. Now sending out a member here. Try and clear out the members of Oof. Nice C4s tossed over the wall. Um, pays for it with their life. We'll see here. Yeah, looks like mostly defended there, so we'll hop on over towards another red circle. Lots of red circles on the map. That means there's raids going on. Looks like Days trying to get involved here.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, they've been putting pressure on this team for a while now. I mean, like how like there's so much of the base gone, but it just seems like this meta is so extreme now that teams are using so much boom and just getting basically nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. This is very, very true. We'll say, very, very armored as well. This base also we're seeing. It is 6 mans. We've seen in the past, where it's maybe 3 mans. You can't build up your base to its fullest. Also, with that extra 15 minutes, gives you some extra time to really armor up, get your base fully built, and also, build those furnaces outside the walls. Good job, though. Ooh. Takes two. Yeah, and at this point, Days, I mean, they've been a little bit slow on the leaderboard. Open for them that they can possibly get this raid off. This is two teams actually that we really haven't seen. Days kind of in that attack phase, playing for that helicopter, and then, kind of a little bit in the mid game. But nonetheless, these two teams both, honestly, they both could use a raid. They both could use some PvP points. Slow raid for them. Approaching the 30-minute marker for the raiding phase. Obviously, once that hits 0, you're done. No more time. A winner will be named. More raids. It is going to be boys. A team that is not in first right now, but sitting close to it. 4th place for them. It's honestly, honestly top 4. Top 4, I would say, are very, very close together within 30, 40 points. And RNC is maybe 50 points behind the boys. So it's a little bit of a spread there. Those top 4 really just kind of emerging as the top horses.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The thing is, RNC and RipBG in 5th and 6th, yeah, they're not really in it as much now for points, but they have some very good people in their team. A lot of them have played a lot of base invaders, so they could just go crazy at the end. But it's interesting here that boys are going for Prim. Prim is 7th place. It's interesting they're going for a top team here, not a lower team.
Yeah, and I guess I gotta ask you, Rand. If you're one of these teams, if you're maybe sitting in 5 or 6, and you're maybe 50 points behind the team ahead of you, you're maybe 80 points behind that top team. Is it the choice to target one of those top teams to take them not only out of the leaderboard, get yourself 40 points, even though it may be a harder raid? Is this the time where you would start to target those teams?
I don't know, man. I just think you've got to go. If I was RNC or RipBG, I'd only go for anybody top 4. If I was anyone below that, you can only go for the teams that are basically you think are going to win it. Yeah. In terms of, boys raiding Prim here, it's just, potentially putting more, allowing Rugang, PvE bots, and newbies to just get even further ahead, in my opinion.
And honestly, boys, I don't think this is a bad decision because they're right in that top 4. Even if they get a TC, no matter the TC, they'll put themselves in first. So why not target possibly an easier target? Not saying that because they're lower, they're maybe an easier target, but we're running out of teams. We talked about it, over half the teams are probably gone at this point. A lot of the bases are gone. A lot of those easy bases and raids gone as well.
This is
RNC.
Oh, here we go. RNC. See, we knew newbies was gonna get it. It was just because it was a harder team. It was just harder for newbies to find it. So, that takes newbies into 1st place. Let's see if newbies. I wonder if they're gonna turn around and go for another one. Do they have much boom left though? They use quite a lot of boom in that raid.
And for Turks, that one feels bad.
For sure.
You put a lot into that and got nothing. Yeah, boys get this one though. It would be a good one. They would get themselves up into that close 2nd spot. But newbies, that's a great one for them. They're going to be rolling in the points, and like you said, might have to go build themselves some more boom after that raid, or might just go try and steal another base because what they've been good at doing so far, but still really, really tight on the leaderboard. Newbies, they still have to go out and get some points. I mean, if they stop now, they're only 10 or so points ahead. That is not going to be enough to keep the lead for 30 minutes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It looks like, they still have all their beds intact and everything. Booms, slow down a tiny bit, but we're still seeing a lot of rockets still go into this base.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good jump. Parkour. We got Chad in Ohio here, just manning up. Let's see if he makes a Chad play here. Looks like he's going to try and push out, see if he
Please
can get a few
me.
kills, maybe kill a rocketer here. If he does, this can really, really change it completely. Does he even have any walls?
I don't know.
Looks like Mario's going to peek him here. Oh,
Well, that, oh, does have a wall.
this is good here. Even if he doesn't manage to get a kill, he's now applied enough pressure for them to slow down the rocketing. Is that SDY coming in the corner as well?
Ooh.
Except they want to get involved again. We see have Prim Timmy there by the road as well, looking to defend his boy Chad in Ohio.
Yeah, not able to get that defense. Like you said, just
Yeah.
trying to put pressure on this team that was just rocketing back and forth. And, it does take some time. It's about, I believe it's a 1 second duration from pulling out that rocket to switching towards a rifle. So if you're just stuck with a rocket, you can be caught red-handed and caught with someone with a rifle. But like we talked about, SDY, they're on the other side. They're putting pressure on as well. They want some of this action.
Yeah, but it looks like a lot of juice is still getting pummeled into their base.
See what we can do here, boys.
Let's see if Pablo can do anything here.
Yep.
Just taking a few kits.
Let's take some shots. Ooh.
Taking out a member from STY. We got Prim
Nice.
spawning on outside bags here. Are STY going to commit to this, or are they just chilling? Looks like they've only got one member pushing up here. What are they doing in base? Are they prepping to go raid, or we'll soon see?
Not sure. Not sure. We'll hop over them. We'll check on another raid that's going on here. Looks like Gang once again. And their base is so chunky or dead. Unfortunate.
Just getting back into God mode, guys. Just 2 secs, 2 secs. Okay, let's get back to this base. It looks like UFO being a little bit aggressive earlier. Now we're going to potentially see them on the defense here. Looks like Cherry were eliminated by Days. Yeah, I mean, that was something we were expecting was going to happen. There was a lot of pressure there. They were there at their base for like, what, 20 minutes or so?
They were there for a while.
Yeah, I wonder where TC was. Yeah, we're just seeing, so many doors. Doors on doors and doors. Nice to see people using the Rustoria door there, hey?
Nice colors on that one, but nonetheless, that'll be good for Days. And Prim is actually going to be eliminated by Boys, so a couple of successful raids just going back to back here for Boys. That is another big one for them. Talk about newbies. They lost their first place spot to Gang, who is currently being pressured right now. But Boys, that one's huge for them. Once again, keeping it very, very close. I mean, this is going to be a race up until the last minute because, I mean, there's still top 4 teams still definitely in it, still right next to each other.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Looks like Boys took a little bit of damage, but they're okay nonetheless, still chilling. Obviously, again, these points mean nothing if you lose your TC, so gotta make sure you have some protection for that as we continue to go. Boys, it looks like they're just keeping one member back right now. So they're keeping one member as a scout to tell, that information, tell the comms in case there is another team that does decide to walk over. But gotta obviously send your other 5 out because you are in that 3rd place position. You need to go get another raid. You need to go get those PvP points. Down about 20 points right now.
For sure. So we got what? Gang's base here. So they're number 1. Looks like, getting a little bit of pressure here. Looks like Rip BG, looking to play tactical. If they take out 1st place and they get a TC as well, that gets them right back in the rankings. But how much control do they have of this base? It looks like the base is still pretty much intact, Looks like they've gone through doors here.
Yeah, it does seem that way. RPG, like you said, they were leading so heavily in that attack phase, playing towards that hard point, just not able to get any successful raids off so far, and I think that that's just been the detriment of them. See if they can get something in these final 24 minutes. Ooh, a drop down here. Nice kills
Ooh.
traded. Ooh,
Yeah, was that baby shark that just died? See, they didn't have
yeah,
their vehicle this time round.
did not.
It looks like Rugang are cleaning up here, showing us all why they should be in that #1 spot.
Yeah. And that helps them. You know, the PvP points are going to extend that lead point after point after point. They'll also, although it might not be that much, they'll possibly get some defense points from that. Up to 40. Probably won't get 40, but up to. Roof rating going on here. Both teams in here. Some shots down, hitting some shots here from OAF. Gang still holding their lead by 7. Newbies on a 3-point lead over boys, so still very, very close here. VE bots have fallen down a little bit, down 40 from boys. Nonetheless, those top 3 teams are very, very close to each other. Only 10 points separate them.
For sure. I reckon, when we get to last like 10 minutes or so, we're going to see so many of these. There's just going to be so much action in this grid.
Yeah. A lot of the high-ranking teams right next to each other. None of them destroyed, surprisingly. That's really interesting that, they found a way to secure points with, with still being that top team, with still having neighbors right next to you. Hop over towards what looks like to be some walls, possibly another raid. Looks like possibly RipBG looking for a raid. Looking to raid their neighbors, possibly. Rugang. What it looks like. See if they can get it here. I mean, it's going to be important here for Rugang to defend. Obviously, they're at first. They're a big target. They got 22 minutes, but there's a lot of other big targets that are on the leaderboard.
For sure, yeah. It just looks like, this is turning into a bit of roof camp central at the moment, isn't it? No boom going anywhere. People just looking to get far away kills. Hope that last shot is a headshot to get an insta kill to get a point here. It looks like there's just not that much boom going on, really.
Right. We'll go check out where the boom lies. Go towards that sound. Looks like it is Turks, Lika, Bastar, all in the area. Is going to be Team Bastar's base. Is going to be so many teams. It looks like actually a 4th possibly in the area. So a lot of teams focused on this raid right now. A 4-on-1 raid here. OAD also in the distance. So a lot of teams looking to try and take this base of Bastar.
For sure. Just wait till it's open up a bit, right? We'll see newbies come in like 2 minutes time to try and steal this raid again, hey?
Yeah, that's true. They'll only need 1 rocket, of course.
True. Wow, look at this. Look at this camera work by Kaz here. Oh, we see an open door.
I mean, he had to put himself in God mode. There's a reason for that. He's a god. Like, that's the rockets here. Coming through here, Bastar, they're just they're gonna be in a little bit of trouble to say the least, right?
Oh.
They're gonna have a rocket coming straight through towards them, and 5 teams on this raid.
Yeah, for sure. That was a pretty. I wish we imagine seeing that in first person mode. That would have been a nice little peek there. That would have been sick.
See those Lika is pushing in. Lika actually, I think, is the closest towards this base. I think they have someone inside. They also have a couple of players close by, so.
For sure. I'm not hearing much boom from their team though, right? It looks like they're just dominating for some PvP kills here. Just maybe hoping to go a bit deeper and they open another door, sorry. But it just looks like it's so late now, and so many teams have used so much boom. It looks like, there's not much boom left, really.
Right.
It looks like they're
Not
trying
much
to do some
boom on.
repairs as well.
Yeah. Prepare on up, and it looks like also Turks might be sitting on the Lika spawn point. So there's a lot of teams, like we said, there's so many teams around this area that they are going to eventually collide. Turks, yeah, trying to push out those Lika spawn points, trying to get rid of those beds, make sure that they do not have an easy respawn. Turks could use this one, but oh, Turks will reclaim their raid platform, which Liga had taken over for a little bit. But it is best star that is somehow defending now. It's a nice base though.
Yeah, it's decent size, but again, no platforms for these honeycombing. So if they get to the right
Yeah.
place and just C4 down, they can just see what's not covered by
Mm.
they could find TC much easier. But again,
Ooh,
in times like this, it's very tough. Raids, there's just so much going on. You usually just
yeah.
boom random places. It's hard to be controlled here.
Yeah. Only a few of those advent calendar doors are off, and it's like you said, you just got to get lucky at this point. It's gonna
Oh
be
my god.
a star.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend we didn't see that, right?
No
Holy
one saw
dude.
it. Yeah, it's getting lucky. It's also, that it's tough because, we talked about it. When you have that boom out, you have to take that extra second to switch towards that rifle, and you're
Yeah,
vulnerable
for
where
sure.
there are 5 teams in the area.
For sure. It looks like Bastar took out all of Turk's beds there as well. But we're finally seeing, if it's a leech of just slowly, being getting a little bit of camera time here and there. But now it looks like,
Yeah,
will they do a big defend? But this is why newbies didn't counter that raid. They're busy doing their own.
yeah, and I love that. Kind of trying
Oh,
to,
oh.
fight possibly an easier team in last place right now. Ooh, look at this rocket right on target. Hit that
Jeez.
grass, perfect.
Yeah, it
Yep.
looks like Leech are in last place right now. So maybe, newbies have... It sounds like they've kind of been tactical the whole time. They're waiting on raids to kind of half be done and then just try and take them over. They've purposely gone for a team that
Ooh,
are last place. What is this? What is this base?
it's a
I don't even know
base.
what to say here. Like, the, the, I think they probably just weren't able to build during raid phase. And obviously, with the new rules
Yeah.
here, if you haven't built, you can't build anything additional. So it looks like, I mean, from the outside, it looks kind of good, right? But as
Yeah.
soon as they get some of these walls down, it's actual GG.
Yeah. It's they should be able to get this quick, I would have to assume,
Yeah,
but
for sure. If newbies take that, they take #1 spot as well. So we'll be
yeah, that's
chilling.
huge. And I think that's honestly great. I mean, you talk about there's already 5 teams on that other raid. Like, it's gonna be a luck, like you said. It's just blowing up those doors, getting the luck there, and it's going to be actually possibly STY, I believe, on the defense. I think
Yeah,
the
it is. It
rockets
is.
coming
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. So the boys are literally pushing this, but we got a member from PvE bots who's just super deep in the base,
Yeah,
trying to see if they can find this TC quickly. It looks like, and boys can't get in. So
yeah.
will PvE find TC in one of these 74,000 doors? Find out in 15 hours.
That is the question. They did do it quick, and honestly, PV bots, this could be a really big victory for them if they kind of
Yeah,
not steal this one away, but get this one.
potentially. Yeah, it looks like boys have a lot of C4 though. Looks like they're going through more walls. Will they see TC though? Here's the thing, wasting that much boom on a metal wall instead of going around the other side with another ladder and going through a door is obviously much more cost effective, but it's just very tough. The more inside you get to a base, the higher chance you have of getting beamed.
Sure. Yeah, the boys get this one, they will jump to first place. I'd also like to mention Rugang. The defense points have come in. They were only up about 5-10 points. The defense points will slide onto their scorecard, pushing them above 400, pushing them into the 420 marker. They're doing good. They're holding down first place, but it looks like both newbies and boys on a raid currently. See if one of them can take it. V-Bot's actually jumping ahead of boys now. Still a very, very tight leaderboard. Heading into the 15 minutes left. It's going to come down to the final minute here. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's always nice, from a commentator casting point of view, when it's this kind of close, it just keeps the action there. Whereas if there's one team, it's just like, well, they're obviously going to win. But there's so many different raids going on, so many different teams. It seems like almost every single raid we've seen so far, right? There's been at least, one, two, maybe even three
Right.
counters. So it's quite interesting. But it looks like STY, they have a lot of members back in base now, but it's only time will tell now. But it looks like Days are still pushing on PvE bots as well.
Yeah. Looks like they are in the area. Rip BG also in the area, and it's like you said. I like when these ones go really really tight, really right towards the end, where a single set of 10 points, a single TC, a single defense could mount you towards that victory. And that's honestly what it's going to come down to. There's no 100, 200 point lead in this one. It is going to be obviously down towards the last minute. You lose your TC, you are out, and it's going to be whoever's at the top of that leaderboard when it hits 0. See which team that will be. All the teams right now kind of involved. Rugang, once again, jumping up in the points. Don't know if that's just from PvP or if they've been defending. Nonetheless, they've been doing a good job. Backing themselves a little bit of a 30-point lead here.
It looks like Rip BG have two members inside as well. Well, one now inside. So I wonder if they're going to see if they can go deeper, get PvP points. I wonder what the plan here is from Better Than You.
We'll have to see.
Oh, this is where you didn't have God mode on, right? I wonder if we can find your dead body somewhere here.
Unless hopping on through. Oh,
We're
yeah, they're
going super deep here, eh? How much boom have they got left? Just one launcher? NEC4, I wonder. Now, where they're going to boom through?
yeah.
Will we
This
see
could be huge
TC?
though. For Rugang, if you get this, like, this is like extending your lead to like 70 points, and any other team that's on a TC or on a raid, it'd be for nothing. A lot of angles, a lot of peeks through. Kind of a maze-like base. Rugang are safe.
Oh, who are they getting
Even
raped by? So it
here.
looks like Rip BG have a few people here and there. We have Danny pushing in here, and we have a few other members at a different raid. It looks like OAD.
Ooh,
Ufa out by
there it is.
Rugang. As soon as we left there, they found it, but we kind of knew that was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
They were pummeling the living shit out of that base, eh?
Yeah, and that is huge. I mean, you talk about for Rugang now, a 70-point lead. For teams like Newbies, Boys, PvE bots, it is a rough scenario now that you need to get not only a TC, some PvP points, and I know you mentioned it. Here it is, STY going to be eliminated by Rip BG, of course. They hate Kaz. Right when we leave, they'll pick them up. Now I think, honestly, you mentioned it. We're down about under 15 minutes, approaching the 10-minute marker. This is probably the time, Ray, and I would say that, newbies, these other teams have to go and target Rugang. I think that's their only
Yeah,
choice.
for sure. If I was Rugang here, I'd be getting as much loot home to, have kits ready to defend.
They're going to have to defend, I think. Honestly, I think that's what it's going to come down to. Either
Yeah.
Rugang survives or
Oh, nice C4 there. Nice C4.
It's good. 10 out of 10. Ooh, beautiful. Nice. Rugang, though, they're going to be put on the defense. Approaching 10 minutes left here. Newbies, Boys, PV bots have the chance to possibly take it, but they need to eliminate Rugang in the process. Rugang, obviously, if they defend, like, they're going to get defense points. So, talk about defending. Looks like Leech is going to... Oh, flying in
flying
here.
in.
Newbies,
The
they want
C4
some love.
spam. They're taking out a turret first. Oh, no, dude. Damn. They could have just hid behind that and, tried to get some kills there. But it looks like... Ooh, I wonder how much boom they had on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably a lot.
Ooh.
Yep.
40 C4. Damn. So Leech
That's
is
unfortunate.
pretty much in last place now, but you never know. Like Leech may turn around and go, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take out number 1 or number 2 team. Hey, this could be
That's true.
interesting. This could be interesting.
Yeah, it really could. And honestly, for the teams that like aren't in the top 10 or maybe not in a winning position, it's still good to maybe get a successful, get a successful raid off, get a successful TC at the end of this. Boost your morals to the end of it because at the end of the day, this is just about having some fun with your friends.
Yeah, for sure. And our cash prize, thanks to Rusty Pot. Hey,
Yeah, of
it
course.
looks like this is Bastar's base. You have Leica, still kind of putting a bit of pressure here, but I can't imagine much because he's definitely, yeah, definitely about to die. Oh, we have Papada's base, OAD putting a pressure here. We still have one member from RipPG. We have Danny here still. He's been here for quite a while, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, not anymore.
Not
He was
anymore.
there for quite a while.
Sorry about that. I had to curse him.
Oh, wait, hold on. At least while OAD are out, we're going to have a member of,
Ooh,
of Rugang just going to maybe, just spam through here with C4. Try and quietly raid maybe.
some beds. Some
Yeah,
C4
we'll just
down
take
as
out some
well.
beds on the way here. I wonder when he gets in if he's just going to go straight for TC or if he's going to try and take out beds. We only have, what, 8.5 minutes left.
It's true. Yeah, 8.5 minutes. Time is on the clock.
Ah, I think he's probably just
Oh,
gone in to see, have a poke at the base. Maybe he's going back to, oh, wait, hold on. Are they about to get raided by boys? Has he had
has
to
to get
leave
back.
that completely? I don't know what the plan is now, like, I guess they have to defend, right? Because they're first place. Because if they weren't first place, it might be worth him staying there to continue that raid. But with, 8 minutes left now, I think Rugang just has to solidly defend.
Yeah, and even if they were in the position that they were like 10 minutes ago, where they were in first, but they were only leading by 20, maybe that could have been beneficial. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
you got to get back, you got to defend,
for
and
sure,
they
for
are.
sure. So this is tactical by boys here. This is tactical by boys here, trying to take out Rugang. If they take out Rugang, they become first because Rugang are out and they get points above newbies. But it looks like the PvP here is getting pretty juicy.
Yeah, Rugang is doing a really good job with their angles, playing them beautifully with 3 players. Being a losing trade on this one. Army, though, able to
Ooh,
get a couple back.
boys
Boys
cleaning
now
up.
sending 2. Seeing it through.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh, we have.
Oh, oh,
Rugang getting a couple kills here now. Are they going to push up and kill Jogi? Oh,
nice.
man. Nearly the C4 kill there, hey? It looks like if one more boys players goes down here, this is pretty much GG from them.
Yeah. Just trying to defend. They're going to take a couple long-range shots here. They do have a nice little long-range angle, boys, though.
Yeah.
Still picking up.
Yeah, we've got like from boys under Piva here. Looks like he's prioritizing reloading the launcher first, so you can tell how aggressive they want to be here. He's doing that before he's even medding.
Yeah.
So with how much time's left, you just need to go super aggressive here. Rugang nearly pulled that back. You've got Rip BG, you've got Danny again solo pushing another base.
Yep. A lot of teams starting to look towards this team, and 6 minutes left to do so. Rugang on the defense here.
For sure. I mean,
RPG.
yeah, this is like we called it, right? Like last kind of 10 minutes, they just need to get those kits home and just defend.
Yep. They've done a good job of it so far. I mean, the PvP might not be fully swung towards their favor, but it's just delaying time that, boys need to put rockets down. They need to start pushing forward because, this base we talked about before, it is armored. It is a chonker. It's going to take some time to get through. Boys, we'll see if they have any other squads that do end up helping them out or joining them.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
It looks
see
like
newbies
boys
here.
don't really have beds, that many beds either, do they?
Right. Possibly some bags. Check out another raid here. Fully defended. These are still pushing here. These are now sitting in 6th place, but are looking for something here. Still a lot of walls. We've seen this raid take a while, but they are persistent. Just 12 teams left.
Damn, looks like PV trying to get a little rebuild in here. What place are they? 4th place as well. I mean, realistically, you know, all the pressure on Rugang right now, it
Yeah,
could be anyone's taking if they go out.
it's very true. Very, very true. But you know, newbies are in the closest position, but it's Rugang. I mean, they're still up 60 points. They're going to get some defense points because they're in an active defense right now. And I think it's going to be all done to them, whether or not they can defend. And it seems like right now they're doing a great job. And newbies, actually, this is why they can't go out
Ah,
and raid. It's because they themselves are raiding. It
there
is
we
this
go.
base. Leech eliminated. There you go.
That's,
Like you talked about.
there's still a bit of boom going off. But yeah, we knew, like, man, they did not finish this base at all. Just trying to see if we can find where TC was.
And honestly, that's somewhat huge for newbies. They now have cut the lead down from possibly like 60 down to about under 20. So, you know, now the question for them is what do they do with these final 4 minutes? Because, you know, they are in winning position. If they go maybe help with the Rugang raid, maybe they take them out, they could put themselves in a win. If they maybe go get some more PvP points, but they need to find something to do and they need to do it quickly because they
For
only have 3.5
sure.
minutes.
For sure. I reckon they're probably looking for a little bit of boom left the leeches, and they're just going to
Right.
turn around and try and pummel anybody, the closest
Yep.
base to them. This is the only raid on right now, but I wonder if, you know, newbies are going to turn around, maybe join this one or find their own raid.
That will be the question of the hour. We'll see if, obviously, Rugang, they're going to get defense points. They are racking up PvP points. So from newbies, I don't know that points will just be enough. You might have to go here and eliminate them. But like you said, you only have 3 minutes after that behind the armored wall here. A lot of this base is armored, though. So much of it is. If you take out Rugang, possibly could be newbies, but Rugang right now still the head of the pack here. Other teams have a chance, but they would once again need Rugang to fall. And at this point, with newbies with that TC take, put themselves in a good second place spot.
Sure, I wonder what Rugang's comms are like right now. They just, honestly, every single all hands on deck, just defend,
They're
defend,
screaming.
defend. At least they have so
Oh,
much armored that's just, you know,
yeah.
honeycombing leading to avant canvas. It's going to be a tough one, you know.
Yeah, and they have the advantage of knowing where their TC is. They can, at the end, obviously, it's getting down to these 2 minutes. Boys is gonna get blown up there, literally, and you know, it's down to these 2 minutes. They know where the TC is. They can armor it up. They can repair. This kind of bottom floor is taking a little bit of damage. Hopefully, it's not down here, but see if they can get it.
A lot more C4. I wonder if it's going to be behind this door, hey? What do you reckon?
Ooh.
Yeah, that armor door skin looks like a sheet. Does that? Ooh, getting a sneak peek there.
It's a garage door. No way. Different than a door. Close those doors. Close those doors.
Oh, he just putting C4 behind there, hiding it all. It's safe to say TC wouldn't be here. I can't imagine him going through TC path, right? But oh my god, just goes to show, like, you know, all that armor there is just, you know, time sink for you to waste so much of your boom.
But time is something you do not have.
Army with the defense there, not even wearing any armor, you know, naked AK, and he goes down.
Finally, the kill traded over, but we are under 1 minute here for Rugang and company, and there it is, Lika. They eliminate newbies.
See, we called it. They'd have to turn around and just boom somebody else out.
Wow.
That takes newbies into the #1 spot there.
Yeah, they're in #1. My question is, Rugang has not gained the defense points yet. So I think it is going to come down to these final 30 seconds. Rugang, they need to pick up PvP kills. They need to make sure they are fully defending. They are going to get so much points. I honestly still think it's Rugang.
I think we're gonna get it, but let's see what like, we didn't see the whole of newbies team there, right? Like, our newbies just running anywhere they can just to try and get a kill, because it's way too late to go for a TC.
Yeah. Way too late to go for a TC. We'll see it. 5 seconds on the clock. Did Rugang do enough here? Newbies, they have picked up 2 TCs, but our winner at the end of it will be
Oh,
Rugang by
4
4
points.
points. Oh,
Damn.
man. Wow. I mean, what a close one. I mean, you got to give it to newbies. Like you said, they worked their hardest, and you cannot discredit them at all. 2 back-to-back raids right at the end of it. Oh, 4 points. That one hurts, though. That one stings.
Damn. But I think Rugang were absolutely pummeling bases. They did
Sure.
deserve it. Newbies were playing a little bit slower, a little bit more tactical, but man, if any of them won, I think anyone could have got it. But yeah, Rugang, I think, did deserve that number one spot here.
Yeah, and I think it was the fortress that was their base, and you can see it on the left side. Raids completed 1, raid defenses 8. They were popping off, and they definitely deserved it. Even though they put everything out there, they got that one raid that really connected, really positive. KD, they'll be taking home first, but newbies in second place, not a bad second place like we're talking about. Got a lot of raids for them, but you can see Mongol kill leader on the team was 76. Up over to number 2. And funnily enough, Rugang had a player called Nikita gonna lose. Nikita actually getting top kills on our second place team on newbies here, 74 kills towards their name. And the difference, the starch difference in this team is look at their raids completed, Ryan.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I wonder if we can maybe in the future try and get a little tally going for raids stolen.
Yep. I think it was like 3 at least. It had to be.
Mm, it's pretty good. But yeah, hardpoint control time, zilch.
Yep.
So it goes to show, hardpoint is not the meta at the moment. RipBG invested so much time in it there. I wonder if that was part of their downfall.
That really, really could be. And you know, they did so good at the end. I mean, it sucks to lose by 4 points, but they really did push towards everything. I will see if we want to talk about a team that did control the hard point, we got to talk about PvE bots. And were there. They were there for a little bit, but it was just unfortunate for them. 3 raids completed, 3 raids defense. Bugor 58 kills and a positive KD for the whole team. And let's hop over to our 4th place team, boys. Once again, 3-3. Dude Sandstorm. We saw them on a pretty heavy kill streak. 74 kills, actually kind of matching some of those top teams as well. No really helicopters taken down, but still a positive KD. A really actually positive KD, 270 to 150 on the total overall scoreboard there for them. And really good 4th place. Can't really complain about it. Rip BG though. We'll round out our top 5. B Flame, 50 kills. But just no real raids completed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hardpoint control in a 4 minutes, 17 seconds. It looks like, there's a lot in there. But yeah, it looks like they just weren't in it that much. They were from the very
Yeah,
start, it looked like they were going to be a big contender. But yeah, like, didn't take Heli, didn't take Brad, weren't involved in that many raids. So just a bit of a slow one for them, which is a shame, because they had such a good start. But it looks like Rugang and Newbie just absolutely cleaned up at so many raids here.
yeah. They definitely did. They cleaned up, and honestly, we gotta give it to all the players that did survive because a lot of teams did fall out of that one. I think we only ended with what 12 teams in total, 10 teams in total because of those final 2 raids from newbies. So to survive towards this point, you got to give all these teams credit. But in the end, it is Rugang that are our number 1 team.
For sure, man. Yeah, well deserved, in my opinion. Well deserved.
Yeah. Very, very well deserved. But I think is going to pretty much bring it towards the end. Before we kind of end it off, obviously got to give a huge thanks to all the players for hopping out today. If you want to sign up, check in the Discord. Obviously, we run these events every Sunday. 2 of them, one for you, one for NA. And obviously, talking about NA will be later today, so you won't want to miss that one as well. Obviously, a huge thank you to our sponsor, Rusty Pot, for supplying the prize pool of these tournaments. Rayan, any final words before we kind of throw this one off?
No, man, it was good, it's kind of nail biting, so to speak, seeing who might win at the end, especially the last 10 seconds, when newbies got an additional TC, man. But
Yep.
GG to all of them, there's some amazing PvPs in here. And even if you came first place, last place, the main thing is you have a lot of fun. And yeah, it was good to see. But yeah, look at the teams, anyone in red is TC got taken out. Shame to see some big juices in there, RNC normally top 3, top 5 taken out early. So anything can happen here, but, it's been fun. Been fun.
A lot of fun. Well, I appreciate you, Ray, and I also appreciate Kaz and Liam behind the scenes working on that production to get you guys the best view possible. Nonetheless, we appreciate all the Twitch viewers. Also, you guys were hyping up here today in Twitch chat. Make sure to come back for the North America one, and a huge thanks again, once again, to RustyBot for sponsoring the event. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for Base Invaders EU. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been Llama77, and we will see you all on the next one.
No.